everyone. It's been a long day, and hey, people don't want to behave on here. So, here we are again. Hello, Amanda. How are you today? Hey, David. Woo! Several babies on here. A couple cry babies. Whew. So, looks like we have a few little whiners on the docket today. So I'm good today, Amanda. We got a few whiners who don't want to take responsibility for their actions, it appears. And it's wah. Me. You know who I'm talking about, right? Mrs. Portland, yet again. Yup. So I watched Jamie last night, and the cookie cutter, this little kindergarten memes. feed me Seymour, you know? These little cookie cutter kindergarten show and tell memes was really, really pathetic. I thought, because I had my one cousin at the time. She was like 8, and she really knew how to do a clapback. She wasn't getting her way, and I had a babysitter for 15 minutes while her parents had to go to the store, and my parents. Hey, Kelly. So I told her no for something, and she insulted me and came up with a better clapback than Mrs. P did. So I want to So besides those show and tell memes, she had a message for us. So I wanted to show that to everyone so we can. Hey, Witchy. Yeah, I like to have a sense of humor about it. So let me get this up here. I had to add these. Hold on. Okay, I have to select a new file and put this up. So this is what Mrs. Portland had to call us from Lake and Legion. So brace for impact, everyone. Brace for impact. Look at this. Oink, oink. She had this to say. Liking in community. Aw, don't we look cute, everyone? Don't we look really, really, really cute in the pig outfits? Hey, Maggie May. Yeah. She made a meme of herself or something. I don't know. Hi, Navigator. So this is her meme. Her I think it's actually cute though. Oink oink. So this is Can someone dismiss Marshmallow? Bye, Marshmallow. Nice try doxing or trying to harass Rachel. I remember you. Yeah, I banned you on Sarah's channel. Hey Kendra, how are you? So here's what Mrs. P had to say, and I can't help but laugh at this. So, yep. Especially when they harass our Rachel, we don't put up with that. So, bye bye, Marshmallow. So here's her next message for us. This is actually here we go. Oh, ain't they cute? Hey, it's Lycan, Save Robbie, and Siren. Aw, ain't they cute? Ain't this little meme cute? Yeah, Mrs. Portland. Mrs. Portland. You think we're all offended by this little Winky here? Yeah. You know, it's really, really. I just couldn't help. I just couldn't help putting this up here, everyone, because it's hilarious. You know. I know, right, Witchy? We just can't. Oh yeah, Cheryl. I saw them all, Cheryl, and I can't show. I'm not going to show the rest of them because some of them were actually pretty racist. Let's just put it that way. Cherokee girl or whatever. She was attacking Cherokee girl, and she was actually putting monkeys up. So I'm not going to put that up. Y'all can use your imagination as to what she was trying to do. But yeah, I don't know what her sudden problem with Cherokee Girl is. I never came in contact with her. Yeah, Navigator. Yeah, it was a baby gorilla or whatever or chimpanzee. I don't know the exact and it was on the back of a baby, and she was wishing. And then in the rest of the community post, she was wishing harm on other people's children. And I'm like, whoa, Mrs. P, that's not very nice. It's not very nice, Mrs. P. I never seen her either, Maggie May. I never seen Cherokee Girl before, but some people would, some people may have, but the racism is uncalled for. Yeah, Navigator. She knows damn well that's wrong, and she don't care. because Robbie had a good point to what he said. Mrs. Portland, with Mrs. Portland, there's some thought into it. She thinks, and thinks. Okay, well, what will get, what will hit, what will sting the most? Right, everyone? Hey, Gordo. It's like she wants to sting like the hornet in the worst possible way. And then when she gets the backlash, she cries. And then when someone actually goes too far with her, which we all see with with the nasty emails, which is unacceptable either, which is not acceptable. Then she cries the victim, and then says, "Please donate to me." This is why I think the whole thing's a grift, a scam, because she puts some thought into it. She puts some good thought into what she's doing. She knows it's wrong. She don't care. She don't care. And then we're trying to give her some sound advice, us over here. And now everyone can, if anyone was watching some of her videos, now she's trying to go over to the total scumbags over there on the other side. Oh, can you rub my back? Let's attack Jamie together. Will you rub my back? Scratch my back a little bit? We could do this together. All in an attempt to fill her Cash App and PayPal. Yeah, and then she cries about her watch hours, and yeah, I have that screenshot up on my community wall, everyone. So, and then she screams, "Leave her alone," which I suggest everyone should just ignore her. And this is P, but she's just going off because people are ignoring her. Yeah, Mrs. Portland caused so many issues in this community, it isn't funny. Hey, catch me if you can. It's not funny anymore. You get that cute little face, that adorable little face. What looks can be deceiving, right? It isn't worth it, Amanda. But sometimes you got to educate some of these new people that come around because they'll get sucked up in that web. It really is not worth it, Witchy. It really is not worth it. It really isn't. So I guess Mrs. Portland is desperate for her money. So yeah, I'm not gonna. Yeah, Mrs. P is wishing death on children. Is that an appropriate response by anyone? Absolutely, Witchy Nicole. She's going to have to move on to another community where no one knows her. You know, even the hateful bunch on the other side. At least they're smart enough at this point not to give her any money or gifts because she doesn't burn. Yeah, that too, Witchy Nicole. The demise of her channel. She violates TOS and don't care. She thinks the rules don't apply to her. But at the same time, them on the other side cut her loose too. They can't handle her either. And you know what the strange thing is? I was listening to Noodle today. Oh, really? No donations? Kelly? Yeah, I think she means no gifts that she could burn in her fireplace. She never burns the cash from her Cash App. Hey, Samantha, how are you today? So I was listening to Noodle, put a few things into perspective, and I think she actually confirmed something I was actually thinking. I actually said before she never learned proper social skills because she said that she would get mad at everyone because she was never invited to the apartment complex parties because no one liked her, and she'd go off on Facebook with racial slurs and the usual stuff she pulls on here. So yeah, she acted that way at the apartment complex where Noodle and Mrs. P coexisted. So that doesn't surprise me any. That doesn't surprise me any one bit. And it got me to rethinking a few things. I said a while back that I never faulted Noodle for getting that order. I wasn't jumping up and down because it wasn't a victory. I kind of felt it was like a sad day too because it had to be done in a way. I had like mixed feelings about the whole thing. I'm going to open up to why I had those feelings in the first place. And Noodle actually brought up a good point. It's actually to protect herself. I was wondering if it was actually needed in the first place. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Wyoming. I hope you got that taken care of. Well, about over 10 years ago, I was involved in an internet fight on Facebook. This one woman, she was from Australia. She was trolling people. She always went too far. All right. And she used to she had a fake profile. She made the news. And she used to threaten parents, pay up, or I'll send your children's photos to pedophile sites. And that wasn't all she did. Then she had a participant, everyone. She had a few main participants in the whole nonsense. She had a few friends. They ran a anti-bullying page on Facebook. I agreed with the whole premise But as a community, it was in the middle of the true crime community. This was around the time Casey Anthony got acquitted. And there was only one of them that was behind that page that was a cyberbully, a stalker, and she got caught, everyone, by her friends. And they kicked her ass out. This was at the end of it, you know. But this woman, all right, she revenge porned me and a few others. She doxed people. And her friend, right, through this whole because her troll friend got kicked out, went real life on a bunch of people. Yeah. And this wasn't just making phone calls or causing a little trouble. This is Noodle's worst nightmare. This is someone's worst nightmare, everyone. This guy has a screw loose, everyone. He actually drove from Connecticut to Florida, right? And slashed someone's tires and vandalized their front yard to try to shut someone up. And that wasn't all, everyone. The same guy went to Queens, which wasn't that far, and tried to do it to someone else. But his victim, right, was on the porch. And saw him getting out of the car, and they made eye contact. And then she finds out her car was keyed. So he made a third attempt. He drove all the way to Alabama. But fortunately for her, his third victim, Google Maps, had an error. It only showed the parcel of land, right? The address was slightly off. You needed directions on the rural community to even find it. So, I know, right, Wyoming? So Noodle Mash shouldn't be concerned with that one crazy person there might be that would go do something like that to somebody or do worse. Give me a break. She shouldn't take any chances, especially with someone like Mrs. Portland, who sits there and doxes her address, her apartment number, and then sits there and lies. Tells lie after lie after lie after lie and hypes people up. Yeah, don't take any chances. Don't take any chances when they go this far with the stalking, the harassment. Yeah, Mrs. Portland was caught making threats, legal threats. Doesn't anyone get it? Miss Noodle Mash had every right to take out that order. You never know. This is what happened over 10 years ago was rare, but you never know. That's why I was conflicted. Well, we know Mrs. Portland is crazy. We know that she's probably not gonna. She has no car, no vehicle. She's probably not gonna do anything, right, everyone? But is there someone listening that's cuckoo in the head that will do it for her? People don't. People don't have these critical thinking skills. So when I said all that time ago, I'm not. I'm not. I'm not jumping up and down. I meant it. Now, if Mrs. Portland wants to violate the order, there probably will be legal consequences to it. But Noodle is not going to give up her hand, her poker hand. She said that today. This is everyone. This is worse than it was a decade ago. It's worse actually, because most of the trolls back then, or the ones that had beef with each other, they used to just take their people's photos and make silly little memes, or just go into a group and say, "Oh, this one's innocent," and just disrupt the chat like silly little trolls do. But when the Chris Watts case happened, and I got added to a group, it was insane. People doxing people because they didn't agree with them. People threatening people because they didn't agree with them. Absolutely right, Wyoming. YouTube was never this bad back in the day. It's gotten this way. Look at Natasha Cooper, for example. How many times has she been removed from this platform? How many times? I lost count. Someone counted 29, 30, but I can't take that number. That's just an estimate. You know, when someone started counting. Yeah, probably 30 something. Probably it could be up to 40. Some. Okay, I'm gonna play devil's advocate first for a minute. It's not like someone's channel got removed because a bunch of bad guys, right? And it's one or two times, right, everyone? This is 30 plus times someone is ban evading. And with this person, it's all about the money. Everyone's donations or super chats belong to her. I never seen anything like that before. Yeah, exactly. It's so I actually think Mrs. P learned some things. She's not incapable of learning. I just think she's an extremely selfish person whose goal on here was ka-ching, ka-ching, money, money, money. People were just objects to be used. And if she did make a friend, right, or someone she liked, she never they always had to go along with her agenda. Or she got rid of them 1, 2, 3. Right, everyone? But she took hints from Natasha Cooper on how to scam people. I'll say that one too. I'll say that right now. So okay, we're gonna move on here. She's kind of a sore subject. So let's go to the next, shall we? Now this girl keeps tagging me in her shit. Yeah, Miss Giggles. So because Natasha says I hit and beat my own mother or grandmother up, is it true, everyone? Yeah, the potato. Yeah, on my screen. Do you believe? Do okay? Poll time. Do people such as brutally honest who hit his own mother really have the right to criticize anyone? Well, but that isn't true, everyone. I never beat up my mother. I never beat up my grandmother. Let's take this into perspective, Miss Giggles. There was an argument. I got thrown out of the house and I got charged. Okay, ma'am? No, I didn't. Assault doesn't always mean you hit somebody. Okay? There was a big dispute. Things were tossed around. Okay? So you want to sit there and drag me, hon, when you sit there. Okay? I'm going to be honest here and blunt. So you sit there and support someone who goes shoplifting at Kohl's, brings her kid along, right? Does this many, many times. Not just one, doesn't get arrested just once or twice, right? It's not just a mistake or two. She does this so many times, goes shoplifting at Kohl's for five-finger discount or whatever department store because she's too cheap to pay for it. Right? Right, Miss Giggles? That's who you support over there? You support a racist, a homophobe, too, and people who do drugs on panel. You support a homophobe now. who calls her live-in boyfriend a gay sociopath, and now you have sit there and point the finger. Hey, Patty, lives in her parents' basement or addict, needs hooked on phonics. Must I go on and on and on? Who's the criminal here? At least I went into court and took responsibility and took the plea deal offered. Okay? And took responsibility for my actions. Hey, Tracy, I took responsibility for my actions. Is Granny's watching? Taking a yup. Witchy, that's true. Absolutely. So she's criticizing everyone else. Fake cancer, spreading revenge porn, making fun of someone's genitals, day in, day out. Such an impressive resume, Angela. Let's give Angela a round of applause. For such a piece of work. And so does this girl. She needs to get a life. So you make these little polls. Right? But when so we're going to get to the next topic here. Lindsay. So she made a poll asking who's to blame. Right, everyone? She said that everyone said she was. Everyone remember that? So she puts this up as a response. And she deleted her poll, the other poll. So I decided, well, let's put up my own poll that won't be taken down. So the results of my poll were actually pretty interesting. So let's read hold on here. I'm going to have to pull that up. Okay, everyone. Just give me a second. Takes a minute for YouTube pages to come up. This is Windows after all. Yeah, too bad my Linux doesn't play well with StreamYard or else I'd. Okay, hold on. Okay. So 27% think everyone's to blame. So And then another 24% blame the meth head and Angela. So all of the above on my poll means the meth head, Angela, and Lindsay. So 39% so far blame Lindsay for the meme and the private phone call being leaked. All right, everyone. Let's get this into perspective, everyone, for a moment. Everybody, a lot of people, not everybody, excuse me, let me strike that. A lot of people got aggravated by Sally Ann during the summertime. So I'm guilty of getting aggravated. I'm sure a lot of people were with her shenanigans. I said some things. I was not happy with her going on Robbie's panel and cussing him out. A lot of people were upset about that. A lot of people weren't happy with the lie about Jamie getting blamed for an unaliving attempt. Everyone remembers that from the summer, don't they? So a lot of people were emotional and had their own opinions. So Lindsay, to blow off some steam, put a meme, made a trashy meme. Everyone knows this by now. And yeah, she admits it. It was tasteless. I admit. I don't agree with it. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, you weren't in a great place, Sally Ann. But they have to bring up the past. That's the thing. You know, the meth head, the crack whore, whatever you want to call her, I don't want to say her name, decided to record a phone call. The thing with Lindsay was she posted it in a private chat. In private. She didn't think it would see the light of day. I don't agree with the meme. I thought it was in poor taste. That's just my opinion. I'm just saying it. How I feel about it. But Lindsay is only responsible for making that meme. Okay? She's not responsible for digging it out of a chat from the summer. She's not responsible for Lindsay didn't use it as content. Lindsay didn't use it as a content, by the way. And I'm glad she didn't. At least she had some class with that. Sally Ann got her act together. And we thought this was water under the bridge. Right, everyone? But two bottom feeders decided they needed content and decided to exploit Lindsay and Sally Ann in the process. Now, this is wrong. Yeah, whoever has the phone conversation up, shame on you. It's not content. Yup, Wyoming. I never knew about it until the crack whore leaked it and Angela posted it publicly. And it's still on the bottom feeder's community post. I looked before I went live today. And she's excusing it. Everyone, she lives up to her name, bottom feeder. She is so disgusting. So is her new partner in crime. The trashy cunt. You know? So Angela has the nerve to post this about me yesterday. Really, Angela? You want to go there? You really want to go there, Angela? Yeah, you won't see it on my channel, Witchy Nicole. You won't see that meme. But Extinct Tube shared it. I saw that. Shame on you, Extinct Tube. Yes, I'm saying your name, Extinct Tube. Yup, Navigator, you're 100% correct. She is a disgusting piece of shit. Let that sink in, Angela. They don't, really. They have no morals. When you think they've done it all, they do something. I swear. I swear. You think they do it all? And they astound you by their ignorance. Their lack of morality. Karma has no deadline. Right, everyone? Even Eli said that. That's absolutely right, Patty. Sally Ann has an army behind her. So that poll you put up, Angela, a lot of your own people, you know, they don't agree with what you did either. So that tells you something, doesn't it? All right. Now we're going to address this piece of crap. So this is one of the most racist community post I've seen yet from him. Yeah. So he's accusing Red Door Woman of hating white people. He does not have white guilt. Yeah, Pastor Schill. I read this and my jaw dropped. Let's do a poll on this. Hold on. Let me. Where is it? It's not coming up. All right. Okay, put a 1 if you ever seen Red Door Woman complain about racism, that she's the victim of racism. Put a 2 if you never heard her. One if you heard Red Door Woman bitching and whining about, oh, I'm the victim of a white man. Or 2 if you never heard that. Just like I thought, it's bullshit. Total bullshit. I never heard it either. So you're getting a yes, 100%. Ever. She never did that. She never victimized herself ever, Pastor Mel. So this whole community post is full of lies. You see this, Pastor Mel? I agree with every one of these comments. You see? So what's your damn problem? Are you projecting or something? Your rage? Because someone doesn't agree with you? Yikes. This community post is so hateful, everyone. It's disgusting. When I was in Auntie's, I told her I'll watch it in a little bit because I didn't want to get in a good mood. I knew it wasn't going to be good what he said, and then I go over and look at his community post. Whoa, yeah, this is how bad it is. She wasn't kidding. When it was bad. So I want to call her a liar when she said that, Pastor Mel. That's a truth bomb, Witchy. Oh, absolutely not, Patty. I don't think he did. Didn't Pastor Mill go at it with Mrs. P way back when? I remember seeing I remember seeing him with tagging Mrs. Portland. And, and Red Door Woman is smart. Smart enough to see through your shit, Pastor Mill. Mm-hmm. So you can't say Red Door Woman's a dummy. She's extremely intelligent. So we're gonna go through. We were all watching Auntie's live, and there are some things that this man doesn't understand. So I think we should go through it. Terms of service on here. We talk about that, but some of these morons on here, right, everyone? But these idiots over at Pastor Mills and all them, they don't care. They don't know what it means. So we're going to go over a few of the terms of service that Pastor Mill has been violating. So we're going to go through. So this is the last screenshot I have, but we're going to go over to. We're going to go over and check out terms of service for ourselves today to actually see what can Pastor Mill do and not say mine here or do. So this is why Natasha Cooper gets thrown off. So why don't we give an education to Pastor Mill? So if anyone wants to, hold on. So this is a controversial topic. So if anyone wants to come up and discuss it, just let me know. You can just come up. True, Patty. He gave himself a title he doesn't deserve. I agree with you 100% here. So we're going to go over and view terms of service. So if anyone has an opinion, be vocal here. Everyone's opinion counts. Now we're going to go through the hate speech policy first, everyone. So this is the number one policy he violates. So he doesn't seem to understand what he can and can't say. So, okay. Here we go. Can everyone see this okay? Or let me, hate speech is not allowed on YouTube. We remove content promoting violence or hatred against individuals or groups based on the following attributes. Age. So no one can go around here promoting ageism. And that's pretty self-explanatory, everyone. Caste. Based on how much money somebody has or their class. So you can't attack people based on that. Here's a big one for that people do noodle mash. Disability. You cannot make comments on YouTube mocking someone's physical appearance. Make comments that someone's in a wheelchair. Right, everybody? You cannot make comments, oh, someone doesn't have their teeth. They're in a wheelchair. Oh. But disability doesn't give you a get out of jail free pass for violating other terms of service. This is what some people on here think some people should have, but the rules apply to everybody, even those with what I have highlighted, disability. Does everyone get that? So no one can attack someone based on their ethnicity, which means race, skin color. You can't attack. So that screenshot I just showed Pastor Mill attacking Red Door Woman because she's Native American. So that right there is hate speech, everyone. Next one, gender identity and expression. Isn't that self-explanatory? Oh, I hope so. I hope so, Patty. I sure hope so. Because this is getting on my nerves. They don't understand terms of service, and I don't think they even read it before they even come on here or upload content. Absolutely, Patty. You're right again. So you can't go after someone due to their race. Their gender identity expression means transgender. Okay, so if someone identifies as male, female, or how they express themselves in that manner. All right, the next one is nationality. We all know what that is, right, everyone? Everyone in this community, this side of the community, knows we can't make fun of people because of what country they come from, right? That would be self-explanatory, but we have idiots over on the other side that doesn't get that either. Now another, so they break this down. Now it's race. Race and ethnicity are very, very similar. So And then they have immigration status. Everybody, you can't really take cheap shots at people. You can talk about immigration on this platform, but you can't target anybody. Right? You can't accuse. Okay, you can't accuse someone in my chat, all right, of being an illegal immigrant. Let's just put it that way. Does that make sense, everybody? You just can't shoot off your mouth like that on this platform. Oh, that's on the list, Witchy. That's on the list. What do you know? Hate speech covers all these things. Religion. So what did Pastor Mill do today? Made a video and mocked Sally Ann's religion. There's a TOS violation right there. Hope you're listening, Pastor Milton. So he can't sit there and mock someone for their religious beliefs. We can talk about people's religious beliefs in a respectful manner, but we can't just single somebody out because they're Wiccan, because they're pagan, or because they're Muslim, Hindu, Buddhist. We can't do that, everybody. You know, this reads like down the Civil Rights Act. It's common sense. Now, the next one on the list is sexism. We see this all the time on YouTube. Gender discrimination against the males in this community. That sounds familiar, doesn't it? But this one is very hard to prove. We can think it. Right, everybody? But a violation of this is very hard to prove unless they're actually bashing women or men on their live streams. I'm just saying. So the next violation of hate speech is what they do to Jamie all the time. They sexual orientation. Hey, Riff. He broke so many, it's like, take a number, Wyoming. You know, it's absolutely Wyoming. You know, it's, they say, oh, because we're men, we have to be pedos. Where's the proof? Oh, respectful manner? Okay. Like if you're just having an adult conversation about a topic, YouTube will allow it. But if you're just sitting there cussing and swearing, saying I hate this person or I hate that person, go back to your own country type of comments. YouTube, that's a violation of terms of service, Riff. I'm just absolutely witchy. He broke almost every single item in the hate speech category. Victims of major violent event and their kin. I'm not sure what this would mean, but I'm thinking about, like, okay, victims of sexual assault, you're mocking rape victims, hatred towards them, or hatred towards crime victims. Things like that would be a violation of terms of service. So so victims of a major violent event. So we'll be victims of a violent crime. Am I reading that right, everybody? Okay, Witchy, I just want to make sure. I just wanted to get confirmation on that. And someone's veteran service status or service or status. So you can't discriminate against a veteran if someone's a veteran or not. Pastor Mill. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You at least violated 7, Pastor Mill, on the hate speech category. So now we're going to go to harassment. Okay, everybody? Oh, you got a point there, Patty. And Tiffany trolls dying veterans to get their at their wives. How low can you get? And that's a terms of service violation. Huh. So we're going to go to threats and harassment for a few minutes. So hold on. All righty. Okay, so we can't, as content creators, use prolonged name calling or prolonged malicious insults. So I can't, as a content creator, start calling people the N-word. I can't call someone the F-word. Right? Because they're under a protected group status. Or their status is a sexual assault survivor. I can't share non-consensual intimate imagery distribution, which is revenge porn, on my channel. I can't promote domestic abuse, child abuse. I can't shame or degrade minors. Right, everybody? This is common sense that some of these people on the other side don't get. But these rules don't apply to them, according to them. Okay, here are the exceptions. I'm not going to go through that because so this is harassment, you know? So let's watch YouTube's quick little video, shall we?
True or false? If you make a video that encourages viewers to post cruel and malicious comments on another video, that could result in a strike on your channel. The answer is true. Content or behavior intended to harass, threaten, or bully others is not allowed on YouTube. Neither is maliciously recording someone without their consent or revealing someone's private personal information. Let's take a look at some examples. Creator A is angry after a heated exchange with Creator B and decides to share Creator B's personal home address and private phone number in a video that encourages viewers to send nasty messages to Creator B. In another video, a creator wants fans to communicate with them directly via social media, so they share their social media handles and email address on their channel. Do either of these videos violate our community guidelines? Yes. The first video violates our harassment policy. Don't use YouTube to maliciously share personal information about another individual. But how about photo editing someone's face into an embarrassing image? What about uploading videos of prank calls to emergency services? Are those violations too? To learn those answers and more about our harassment policy, go to the YouTube Help Center article linked here, or use the link in the description. Thanks for watching.
Did everyone hear that? Hey, Rachel, how are you? So, who could... So, doxing is actually a TOS violation. Everybody? Heard it loud and clear, everybody. So Pastor Mills' post asking for personal information on me is a term of service violation. Does everyone see where this is going? So content that incites others to harass or threaten individuals on and off YouTube. Doxing, dogpiling, brigading, or off-platform targeting. So that's a terms of service violation too, Pastor Mill. You see what I was on Auntie's live today, And I said, pick a number. How many terms of service violations can you get with this guy? Okay, implicit threats of physical harm or destruction of property against identifiable individuals. So this is all common sense, everybody. I'm just going down the list so everyone can see it on the screen. Yup. So, Pastor Shill, you're not invincible on this platform. Well, Wyoming, it takes subs to crack down. YouTube is a big platform. So we're gonna move on from this. I just wanted to make a point here that Pastor Mill has violated a lot of these terms of service. So has a lot of other people. We're not invincible on here. I just comment on the existing drama. You know, and I don't sit there and yell and scream at people and degrade them in a manner that's inconsistent with terms of service. We all know about copyright and privacy. So I just wanted to go on the harassment. What is harassment and what is hate speech? Because a lot of this stuff has been going around lately. So hold on a second. We're gonna pull up another. So we have another issue to deal with. It's what CJ did on Salian's panel. I'm gonna go through that again. But the other person, that was totally wrong, by the way. But another video came up on Clip-a-Dip, by the way. So we're gonna play that. Okay, Wyoming. They have terms for giveaways. So you're gonna have to read that. Hold up. Okay, there it is. Okay, I'm just making sure. Because here we try to follow the rules on the side of YouTube. So here we go. If anyone's not subscribed to Clip a Dip, I'd suggest everyone does. It's mostly on CJ and her group of nutters. So here we go. We have Jur here. Jur decided to stick her nose in and go after Sally Ann, which is unacceptable. She goes around this community and kisses people's ass, saying, "Oh, I'm sorry, CJ," and participates in CJ's madness. But then when CJ does something, she goes around to people and makes excuses. "Oh, I'm so sorry." It's getting to the point. She goes harasses Marie 21 on CJ's behalf, and I never seen proof Marie 21 did anything wrong, everybody. Marie 21 did nothing wrong. Anna Malta, I never seen proof she did anything wrong. But Jur sits there and makes nasty community post after community post about him. So we're gonna read the latest video. So here we go. She's making threats.
Right? You haven't got my fucking name. And even if you have, you can't give it out. But I didn't give you my name, did I? I didn't even give you the right address, did I? Because I didn't trust you. Because I know what you're like. But you made that threat tonight, and I've that recorded. And I'm not going to let that go. And I don't want to hear one word about fucking mental health. You're sitting up there tonight, throwing out the threats. If I find out who you are tomorrow, nah, that's not going to wash for me. You sit back down and you keep my name out of your fucking mouth. There's a few people in chat that says, "Oh my God, I've given her my address." Look, I'm not saying.
Here we go, everyone. See? CJ's involved again in this. Or is this another stream? I'm not sure, but there's CJ, as always. It's the Three Stooges all over again. It's Granny's watching, Jur, and CJ. Always. I wish Jur can have a backbone and stand up to all three of them. Both of them, actually, and Lori. And say, this is wrong. I will not be a part of this. But
That she'll give anybody's addresses out. But she made threats to me tonight. Well, I took its threats. Would you not take that as a threat, CJ?
Oh, aye, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
And that was before I knew that I'd forgotten about the address. I'd forgotten that it happened.
Yep.
Liars. Sick of the fucking liars. Honest to God.
so here's the next video on Jur. Let's just play this real quick. This just came up in my feed, so.
Right? Just don't fucking threaten me, right? You haven't got my fucking name. And even if you have, you can't give it out. But I didn't give you my name, did I? I didn't even give you the right address, did I? Because I didn't trust you. Because I know what you're like. But you made that threat tonight, and I got recorded. And I'm not going to let that go. And I don't want to hear one word about fucking mental health. You're sitting up there tonight, throwing out threats. If I find out who you are tomorrow, nah, that's not going to wash for me. You sit back down, and you keep my name out of your fucking mouth.
So does anyone know who Jur is threatening or trying to intimidate? I think it's Sally Ann, but I'm not going to assume who she's threatening. But this is total bullshit. I'm just going to say this right here, right now. Who does she think she's threatening? Yikes. You know? Oh, let's continue.
Glad somebody's glad space.
Oh, hang on, I got a phone call. I'm going to mute.
Oh, okay, love. Well, I'm glad.
Hello.
Sure, my
Oh,
Chromebook's not
hiya.
been able. Oh, you see that?
Oh, all right. Well, yeah, I didn't get your.
Well, let's see.
I got
Shift
that
buttons.
email. But I
Hey,
was
Chloe
hoping that
Jewel.
you could have got me the.
How you doing?
Yes. No. Right. Well. Well, I was looking for the
Right,
actual
see now
address.
if I can get.
Yeah, CJ is a doctor,
Fun
everyone.
logos and butterflies. We don't know who these people are, but they sit there and judge and get into a pack and attack. They're vile, they're evil, and I hate
Look at
them.
those teeth, everyone. She never got those fixed from that fundraiser, everyone. All right. Yeah, I would have guessed Sally Ann too, because she went after she did a whole live on her, or going after her, but where is Kermit? You know, it's yeah. Now I'm gonna have to make my channel pretty and blur CJ's face out. That's I know she actually did a fundraiser to get those teeth fixed. Those teeth fixed, but guess what? She never got them fixed. All right, everybody. So people are real disgusting, and you about saw it for tonight, so I'm not going to gross anyone else out further. So I'm going to wish everyone a good night, and until next time, probably I'm going to do a trivia night next time. Things could change unless people really start acting up. So, all right, I'm going to wish everyone a good night. Until next time, please thumbs up on your way out. Make sure you vote on that poll. And if anyone likes, they could tip a broke bitch. If they like. So, okay. Good night, everyone. Till next time.